Social hand grenade Meghan Markle was snubbed at Oprah's 69th birthday bash last Sunday. Oprah celebrated her 69th birthday bash last Sunday. This was all paid for by Anastasia Beverly Hills Beauty brand. So this party was really off the hook extravagant. And Meghan Markle was not invited. In attendance were many famous A-list celebrities, including Kim Kardashian, shown here, and J-Lo. I find it interesting that Kim K gets the more prominent spot on uh, Oprah's right hand, and J-Lo gets the spot on her left. Right hand girl, left hand girl. Also attending were Sofia Vergara, Sharon Stone, Heidi Klum, Jessica Alba, Rita Wilson, and Priyanka Chopra. According to Meghan, Priyanka is like her bestest best friend. I'll bet she's upset that Priyanka was there, but not her. Like, Priyanka, why didn't you say something? Like, put in a good word for Megsy. Meghan and Harry were also not invited to Barack Obama's huge 60th birthday bash on Martha's Vineyard, that haven of diversity. But so many other celebrities were there. It was huge. Meghan even listed her attendance on her IMDb page and then wasn't invited. A little bit of manifestation work going on there. Didn't seem to work. Meghan was also not invited to Serena Williams' 40th birthday bash, but it was another huge A-list affair. Maybe because Meghan flashed her husband, Ohanian, at her tennis match in New York. Then there was Meghan's 40th birthday, which was going to be huge, with Oprah, J-Lo, Serena, Priyanka Chopra, the Clooneys, all the usual suspects. Meghan ended up just spending it quietly at home with Harry and the kids, quote, and I believe Doria stopped by. Have Harry and Meghan become social hand grenades? Prince Harry recalls his crush on Courtney Cox and says he took magic mushrooms, illegal drugs, while sleeping over at her house. No one is safe. Take cover. Let's see what the cards want to reveal today.
Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. As always, you can find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe. I think a lot of people are being unsubscribed and they're not being notified. So, have Harry and Meghan become social hand grenades? Have they become social hand grenades? And the first question I want to ask is, how does Meghan feel about being left off the list for Oprah's birthday bash? She's being left off all these A-list parties, and that's like what she lives for. This is the air that she breathes. I don't think she can go on if she's going to be shunned out of Hollywood. That's not a life she wants to live. She invited all the A-listers to her wedding over and above her own family for that reason, because that's what drives Meghan. That's what she wants. And they diss the royal family, and now that's all she's got, unless she goes into politics, which she's made moves for that too. How does Meghan feel about being... Oh, that's interesting. Ooh, she's not happy about it. Or maybe I should say, what is her reaction? So what is Meghan's reaction to being left off? Close relationship underneath. She wants to have these close relationships. Taking a different path, transforming. She's committed to taking a different path and transforming herself. Wow. Meghan is the Energizer Bunny. She never quits. She's just going to take a different path. If she can't get there this way, she'll go that way, she'll go that way. She just keeps trying and trying and trying. 7, 2 clubs. 2 clubs, 2 diamonds. She just commits herself to transformation. A good example of this is Meghan transformed herself into, I want to say the word princess, but she was never a princess. She was a duchess. Okay, so she transformed herself from a D-list Hollywood actress into a royal. Okay, and that really didn't work. And before that, she transformed herself with Corey Vitiello into a foodie. You know, he's a great chef, and he's well known, and he's got some books out, and he's got successful restaurants, and that's what he does, you know. So she keeps transforming herself. So if this is not going to work out for her, she's just going to transform herself. And she's committed to doing that. She's going to get there one way or the other. Snake, she's very, this is like Khloe Kardashian's revenge body. Okay, why does getting sexy and thin have to be about revenge? Well, a lot of women think like this. This is like revenge. She's very upset about it, and she's going to show you how beautiful and amazing and successful she is. And you're not going to stop her. And it's revenge. Like hate drives her forward. Revenge drives her forward. And she's just going to keep fighting and working and very hard. And outside circumstances, blessing is going to come, and she's going to take advantage of those outside circumstances. She is ruler over her life and no one else. And she is a perfect woman. This is people and events. She is just great. And you can't hold Meghan down. Hopes and fears, she's afraid people are going to find out her secrets. I just did a reading on a sex tape. I believe there's a sex tape coming out. And she's just going to work harder. She's just going to work harder. So, Meghan's reaction to being left off of Oprah's birthday bash list with all the A-list actresses is she's just going to work harder. She's going to transform herself and work harder. And you can't hold her down. So this is a work hard. This is commitment, taking another path, transforming herself. She's ruler over her life. She's perfect. But she has secrets. So it's kind of like Meghan has like a hard shell, like a turtle, that you can't pierce through. And that hard shell is a false persona. You know, a narcissist keeps up a false persona. My mother and father were both narcissists, and I think my sister is probably a narcissist. And they live their life through their false persona. You can't get past the mask that what Meghan is wearing. And the mask that Meghan is wearing is she's beautiful, she's perfect, and you got nothing on her. So let's look at Oprah and Meghan's relationship. I mean, because Oprah didn't invite Meghan, and that's very personal. So let's look at Oprah and Meghan. How is their relationship? Because Oprah, again, she's a black female in Hollywood, and so Meghan just wants to associate herself with her and say, Oprah's my bestest best friend, like Priyanka Chopra, okay, who is another brown person. But maybe Oprah doesn't feel like that. Oprah. Box. Oh. And Meghan. Oh. Oh my goodness. What is that about? And what's this? All right, what do we have? I hope that's in focus. Oprah, business. This is a business relationship. This is an ongoing business relationship. 12 and 12, 24, 6 spades. It's benefits Oprah. This is a business relationship. Where's the hearts? There's no hearts. There's no hearts in this entire spread. They're not friends. There's not an emotional connection between them. This is business. Between Oprah, Oprah views Meghan as someone who can advance her. They make money together. You know, Oprah's a billionaire, and Meghan wants to be a billionaire. Meghan's a billionaire wannabe, and it's just business. What's up with Meghan? Snake, incubus, succubus, purely selfish, and blocked. 11 and 12, 23, 6 clubs. Meghan may not even like Oprah. And we have 5s here. We have mirroring 5s. We have mirroring queens. And here, Oprah keeps it to herself. Meghan is more like... The incubus succubus is just very selfish. The incubus succubus is a great just sex card. You know, someone, two people just, and it could be a woman and a woman, a man and a man, or a man and a woman, or a woman and a man. It's just sex, no feelings. Okay, it's pure selfishness. This can also be drug addiction. I think Oprah is a very savvy, very intelligent person. You don't get to be a billionaire in media by not being a good judge of character. And I think Oprah just sees that Meghan is not her friend. And Meghan is kind of bitter about how her deception didn't work. She doesn't want anybody to see what's really there. She wants everybody to believe that she's this very kind and loving person. It's kind of like Ellen DeGeneres. Her brand was kindness and being very kind. And behind the scenes, she's like the most unkind person. How is that? Because Ellen was wearing a mask, and that mask is kindness. And Meghan is wearing a mask. And so Oprah sees through that mask. Big change in their working relationship. So there's been a big change. Yeah, so Meghan has been unmasked. And that's the worst thing you can do to a narcissist, is unmask them. Because they'll hate your guts. That's a narcissistic injury. So Oprah has unmasked Meghan. Oprah is not fooled by Meghan. Oprah's not fooled by Meghan. And I think that's very rare. Okay, because like I said, my father was a narcissist, and he's just the greatest guy in the world. He'll do anything for you. He was so generous, so kind, so loving, but at home, he was an absolute monster and a devil because he had to take the mask off. It's exhausting not to have the mask, to wear the mask all the time. You can't wear the mask all the time. And so Ellen DeGeneres, on stage, she's so funny, so light, she's dancing. Gosh, she's so much fun. Her persona was so fun. But even just behind that stage set with her producers and everybody else, she didn't even bother to take it home. She was a monster. She's been dubbed the meanest person in Hollywood. Okay, and maybe a lot of Hollywood guys are like, people are like that. So is Oprah upset at the 17 mistruths? She did the famous Oprah interview, and I think that went over like a lead balloon. And a lot of people said, well, that's going to hurt Oprah. It's going to hurt her credibility. Why didn't she check? Why didn't she vet any of these things? Didn't they have prearranged questions? Of course they did. That was all taped. The what moment, that was all planned. That was planned. Scripted television. So is Oprah upset about, does she feel burned by Meghan? Does Oprah feel burned by Meghan? Big change. Ooh, coffin. Oh. Oh. Yeah. All right, big change in the relationship. Big change. And Mother Earth is a good situation card. Big change in the situation. And Meghan is dead to her. She really doesn't. Again, very few hearts. Here's the friendship card. People, one heart. Out of all these cards, one heart. And in the spread between Oprah and Meghan, there were no hearts. Okay, so you're kind of dead to me, Meghan. 16, four spades. Four spades, four spades. So it's kind of emphasized. Yeah, I would say that Oprah does feel burned. It's not a friendship. It's definitely not a friendship. Ace of diamonds, five spades. The stuff that was revealed was not true. Lies. Okay, roadblock for the things that were revealed. They were immediately debunked. Oh, man. And here's friendship in the middle. And that's affected the friendship. Okay, and Jack of diamonds, two of spades. It's just business. It's just business now. Okay, Jack of diamonds and Queen of diamonds, these are great business cards. Just business. And she wants nothing to do with her personally. Just business. I want nothing to do with you personally. We're not friends. 10, 21, 23, 6 clubs. So here we have 4 hearts and 6 clubs, both like a friendship and deep relationship. Now it's just business. You burned me, it's just business. So Oprah does feel burned, and you're dead to me. You burned me, Meghan, you're dead to me. Okay, and that's how Oprah feels. Now, honestly, I blame Oprah. How did you not vet these things? You're a billionaire. You have a huge staff. There's camera people, lighting, directing. You need to have some fact checkers. Why didn't you check some facts, baby? You're Oprah. You're not me. I'm just one person with a camera and a couple of cards. I mean, you're Oprah. Okay, have Meghan and Harry, here's the big question. Have Meghan and Harry become social hand grenades in Hollywood? I mean, that's kind of what we're here to read. Have Meghan and Harry become social, and I'm making you hang on until the end before I read this question. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so cool your jets, man. Cool your jets. Have Meghan and Harry become social hand grenades in Hollywood. You never know when they're going to blow up or what they're going to say. Oh my God, they've got that disease where they just say all kinds of crazy things. Have they become social hand grenades? We have a 2. Oh, no. 2s is a connection, probably to my question. And we got 6 spades on the bottom. Over and over, whenever I read about Harry and Meghan in Hollywood, I always get that, this is their crew. Hollywood accepts them as their own. Okay, and I think this is a big seed change. Okay, this is a change. Hollywood was kind of waiting to see what happens. How this shakes out, all this complaining and kvetching and all that stuff. And it's playing out. Okay, it is playing out. And they're not being invited to the Oscars. They're not being invited to, they're just too hot, too dangerous. Let's see. 2 diamonds, 2 clubs, 8 spades. 8 spades is cast out and blamed. 10, 12, too much conflict, too much selfishness. So are they social hand grenades? Here's handcuffs, diamond ring, scapegoat. I would say, yeah, they're being blamed. They're getting blamed. Okay, there's a saying, like if you say nasty things about somebody else, pretty soon people are going to point that finger back at you and say, no, that's you. You're saying that this person is selfish. You're saying that this person is mean. And then the finger starts pointing back at you. No, that means you're selfish. You're mean. And so that's what's happening with Harry and Meghan. They keep saying terrible things about the royals and everybody else. They brought Courtney Cox into it. Oh, you're doing drugs. You have drugs in your house. Oh my God. That, even though you don't talk about things like that. So now they're getting the blame. The finger is turning back on Harry and Meghan. What's underneath here? Friendship. These are our people. They are blocked from the deep-rooted relationship and the friendships. So right between 6 clubs and 4 hearts, it's blocked. And it's all business. 3 clubs, they're just doing business. So people are feeling used. 6 spades. Can you see the 6 spades? People are feeling used. 6 spades. Let's add this up. 9, 15, 18, 28, 29. 8 hearts. And it just keeps happening. So, with regard to the friendships, Hollywood wants to embrace them, but they feel like they'll use anybody to get ahead. They'll use anything. They'll use anybody. They absolutely are social hand grenades. And now, all this complaining and blaming is now falling on them. So what do we have? How does Meghan feel about being left off the list? Interestingly, Meghan there's no indication of sadness. There's no indication of hurt feelings. She just will transform herself and work harder because you can't pierce through the mask, the hard shell of Meghan. It's interesting that the first spread is very, very interesting to me because there's no emotions. There's no hurt feelings. There's no, well, but I love you, Oprah. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Very interesting. What's the relationship between Oprah and Meghan? No hearts at all. It's just business, and Oprah sees behind the mask, and that is the worst thing you can do to a narcissist. They will seek to destroy you. And Meghan is very, very upset at Oprah because you're not allowed to see behind the mask. Does Oprah feel burned? Yeah. But I really blame Oprah, because Oprah's Oprah. She's not some small YouTuber. She should have checked her facts, and that was scripted language. None of those 17 revelations came out that were mistruths came out accidentally. This was all planned. It was all scripted. Oprah's smarter than that. Okay, and yes, they have become social hand grenades. All the finger pointing they're doing against other people, it's now being pointed back toward them. So that's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination Fortune Telling. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great day.